What's up, everybody? Forgotten Dream here, bringing you another Naruto chapter review. Chapter 695, and holy crap, Sasuke gets right to the point. The chapter starts off with where it left off last time, with them clashing fists, or forearms, rather, and they ricochet off each other. And this whole chapter basically it's an homage to their first fight in Final Valley. There's a lot of flashbacks and a lot of aspects which were similar to the first fight. After the ricochet off each other, we see Sasuke launches his fire style at Naruto, which Naruto then blocks using the Kyuubi, the chakra, to create a Biju hand in front of him. I guess that works. I guess. And we see Sasuke teleports. Well, I don't know if he teleports behind him or if he just dash behind him, because we know Sasuke is hella fast. But I don't know if he just teleported using the Sharingan or dash. We don't know. We don't see if he switched place with anything in this chapter. We just see he teleports to Naruto's left side, where of course Sasuke used Chidori with his left hand, so it works out. And it doesn't pierce Naruto; it just pushes him away. And after it hits him so hard, it sends him flying from on top of the Hashirama statue straight into the water on the topper. That's not on the upper level of the valley of the end. And after that, we see Sasuke. Like I say, he's still getting straight to the point. Activated his first level Susanoo and starts firing 3 arrows at Naruto, which Naruto blocks using the sages the sage balls. I forgot the actual name of them. The balls of truth or whatever. He used the 3 of them he summoned when he entered his Kyuubi form, his Biju form to say, and he used that to block the arrows. And straight after that, Sasuke is coming gun ho straight for Naruto's throat. We see him flying at him with perfect Susanoo, blades in hand. And what's Naruto do? He activates Kyuubi. He activates the Nine Tails mode, which is interesting because I was curious whether or not when he activates his actual Biju transformation, will he still be in Kurama's form, or can he choose the form of any of the 9 Bijus? Does he have their chakra, or will it look like would it be the Jubi? Because technically, since he have all 9 Bijus, he technically is like a miniature Ten Tails in the sense. But we see Naruto blocks the Susanoo sword. And this whole chapter is just Michael Bay. Explosions everywhere. Water eruptions here, water eruption there. If you're not a fan of Six Flags White Waters, don't watch this chapter. That was a horrible joke. But yeah, Naruto uses one of the Kyuubi cells to block the sword. And we see an epic, well, it's not a fist bump, but that's what it looks like. It was a punch that they just held together, so it looks like a fist bump between the Susanoo and the Kyuubi, the Kurama's chakra form. And I gotta admit, Sasuke in this chapter, like Sasuke in this entire fight, just looks so sad. Like when he's not serious and when he's just focusing, he just looks he looks depressed. And it's like sad. Like I actually like Sasuke. It's just sad. And like I said, the flashbacks in this chapter it's an homage to the first fight. We get the chapter of Naruto Sasuke as the children, and Sasuke on the dock, just staring at the water because he's alone. And we see their whole interaction there again. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing. And Naruto thinks about what Sasuke said. How Sasuke said that from the first fight that, what do you know about my sadness? I actually had a family, had these bonds that I lost. You were alone from the very beginning, and now Naruto knows this loneliness, this pain of losing someone you care about. And we get not a chapter, we get a panel of Jiraiya, which is very touching, and we get to see Jiraiya's grave. I don't know if we've seen this before, but it's a rock in front of a tree with 3 kunais, tied up to the other rocks with a conen flower in front of it, which is it's the same konen bouquet, not flower, bouquet that she gave Naruto after after Naruto died in the Leaf Village after the whole Pain Invasion arc. That's the same bouquet she gave him. So it's just very touching. I didn't notice this the first time I read it, but Naruto actually made a grave for Jiraiya, and he used the flower that not I keep saying flower. He used the bouquet that Conan gave him. You know, as an offering. I guess it's very touching and just sad because now Naruto knows exactly how Sasuke feel. How the feeling of losing someone you love. Because Jiraiya technically was like a father to Naruto. He trained him. He raised him kind of sort of for the 3 years he went training with him, and even before that, Jiraiya was there for him. Jiraiya was the one that even though Naruto didn't want to give up chasing Sasuke in their whole conversation, talking about only a fool will continue chasing after a friend this deep in darkness, he still was willing to look after Naruto and train him, even though Naruto didn't want to give up on Sasuke like Jiraiya gave up on Orochimaru, and Naruto now knows that pain. It's just amazing. I said we get a flashback to the last chapter, Naruto thinking about what Sasuke said about how Sasuke is alone, and because he's alone, he's able to take care of the hatred in the world to become the hatred himself. And we should see, like I said, a whole lot of explosions with the waters. I'm not sure if they're breaking the actual statue of Hashirama Madara. Like there's like cracking noise every now and then, but I don't know if they're breaking. I hope they break because that means this fight is going to be epic if they break, but we don't know. And after their whole fist bump clash, we see Sasuke he informed us that Naruto is holding back. That he tells Naruto that if you keep slacking off like this, you're going to die. And Naruto retorts, what he said, I'm just not going to let you kill me. And this is the panel where we just see Sasuke sad again. He's just depressed, and Naruto calls him out, talking about you're just trying to do the lone wolf act again, trying to be by yourself, trying to do everything on your own, and he's not gonna let him do that because you are my best friend. And Sasuke just listened to this. Then we see Sasuke. I didn't think Susanoo could. I'm not gonna underestimate Susanoo anymore. We see Sasuke's perfect Susanoo activate Chidori in his left hand. And Naruto jumps up and activates, not activates, but summons a Biju bomb within inside, the Kurama's mouth. And that, symbolized the first chapter, the first fight between them, the whole Rasengan versus Chidori clash. That is essentially what this is. It's actually exactly what it is, because we have the same exact pattern. What happened is they clash, create a gigantic, black spear of, I don't even know what that was, because I know it's chakra and energy, but the lines that come from it looks very, like digital for some reason. But none of that. And we see, like I said, we see them clash, and they end up in that white space. They always end up whenever they clash with Chidori and Rasengan, which is it's weird because that symbolized the end of their first fight, the end of their first major fight. And I don't want that to be the end of this fight. Granted, I doubt it will be the end of this fight because this was just way too fast. If this is the end of the Naruto vs Sasuke fight, Kishimoto rushed this way too fast. I'm just going to throw that out there, like for real. And the reason I'm afraid of, like, this might be the final their final fight, or this might be the end of the fight in this chapter, is just because I'm sure you all know by now, but Naruto, the series, the manga, at least, is coming to an end November 10th. 5 chapters, well, 4 counting this one, 4 more after this one. On November 10th, it's the end of Naruto, which is sad to say the least. If I can stop the review for a second, because it's just sad seeing the series come to an end. A series like this that we've been keeping up with forever, series that reviewers like Sawyer Seven Mage and other people have been just reviewing for a while now, for like years. Like this has become like part of our lives. Like it's become part of our routine. We wake up, read the chapter, Some of us, the reviewers would make reviews. The watchers would watch reviews. We all conversate, about what happened. It's just we won't be able to do that anymore after November 10th, and it's just so much to take in. But anyways, back with the review. And Sasuke, I like Sasuke, because Sasuke, he gets to the point and he 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 goes deeper in meaning with most of his stuff. Like he tells Naruto that to just stop yelling and stop shouting all this stuff. We're not kids anymore. This isn't the same reason we were fighting before. You're not trying to fight to save me. We're fighting to define what Hokage is and what this world will become. We're not fighting, for our friendship, for to save each other. That's not what we're here for. And he tells him, I understand where you're coming from, and I know you understand me too. And that's basically the end of the chapter. But I just like that he tells Naruto, you need to stop acting so childish right now. You need to look at this differently. You can't just be so upset, not upset, so set in your ways, set in this mindset that, oh, you're my friend who's going AWire again. I have to save you. That's not what we're here for. You're not here for me. We're here for the shinobi world. Well, it will become what what it like, whether it will stay the way it is now, or how the future of the shinobi world will be. Will it be in your Hokage way, or will it be in my Hokage way? Or there's a meaning to this fight. We're not just fighting to fight. And I just like that. Like, even though Sasuke is going through all this depressing stuff, trying to be alone and stuff, trying to cut everybody out of his life again, he still knows the reason they're fighting. He's not fighting Naruto just to fight Naruto. He's fighting Naruto because Naruto is the only one in his way of what he thinks Hokage is, and his way of changing the world itself. So I just like that. It shows some meanings, and like I said, this whole chapter was just a big a throwback to the first fight, and just some Sasuke telling Naruto that you can't just want to fight me to try to save me. You have to fight me for real, for the real world, for the shinobi world. And I just like that. Well, as always, leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. If I've misspoken of anything, if you think, like, how long do you think this fight is gonna go on? You think it's gonna be 3 chapters, 2 chapters? What do you think? Because like I said, there's only 4 more chapters left before this series come to an end. Now, before I actually go, I have another thing. If you watch this video, I would like you to comment about. Do you think Kishimoto will make a third Naruto series in some aspect? Maybe dealing with their children, or maybe dealing with after the last Dragon Ball, last Dragon Ball. Oh my God, the last Naruto movie. The reason I said Dragon Ball is because I was going to make a reference to Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. How I don't think it was a rumor. I think it's been verified how that they're going to make a new Dragon Ball Z TV series based on after Battle of God. Do you think Kishimoto is going to do something like that with the last Naruto movie? Maybe showing something, because we don't know what this movie is about. To be honest, we just know it's the last Naruto movie, and there was a Tumblr pic leak of the Naruto last movie where we got to see Naruto wearing a scarf, and we get facial panels of most of the characters, not all, most of the characters shown uh, already, and we get to see Hinata for the first time, but at a side perspective instead of a frontal perspective. And I believe the words Naruto said in this were, hold on, let me pull it up for a second. Crap, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go from here? Alright, I found it. He said, well, the description in the picture says, I've got something I absolutely must tell you. Wait for me. And it says this is coming from Naruto. Whatever that means, we don't, like I said, we don't know what this movie is going to be about. Technically, we just know it's the last movie. So, in a sense, if Kishimoto wanted to, he could tie in, a way to make a new series based off this movie. So I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting, and also we get to see, like I said, we get a color, frontal facial perspective of each character, or well, each of the most of the leaf characters they show. We see Sai, we see Kakashi. Like I said, we get a side perspective of Hinata, Sakura. Shikamaru looks way older. Like just looking at this, I know there are older, but Shikamaru shows it the most. And we see Sasuke his, and I guess this verifies, because for the longest I didn't know what color Sasuke's Sharingan was. Because people kept saying purple, people kept saying red. In this picture, it's purple as the normal Rinnegan color. So there's that. But yeah, like I said, just leave a comment and let me know, what do you think? Do you think Kishimoto will make a third series? Uh, not like not like GT, like Dragon Ball GT. Yeah, I know a lot of people, you hate that. So what do you think is gonna happen? I wouldn't mind a third Naruto series because, like I said, we just been with Naruto for so long. Granted, if he doesn't, I understand because we all want to be able, to go on to move on with our life, to try new stuff. So if he doesn't, that's cool. But if he does, then you know I'm welcome it. I'll welcome it into my heart, into my life, because it's I like Naruto. Even though there still is flaws and this plot holes and stuff, I enjoy Naruto up until this point. Anyways, like I said, I'm Forgotten Dreamer. Leave a like, comment. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing reviews for the last 4 chapters, and so sad, so sad. It really is. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. I'm out.